Chattanooga is this beautiful city that sits along the Tennessee River that's just completely surrounded by trees and rolling mountains.
Big draw for us and people, why people love growing up here, why people stay here, and why people want to come build their businesses here is access to the outdoors, whether it's to be on the river a few minutes away, to be hiking in the mountains, to be on your bike, to be rock climbing, caving, you name it, we've got it.
The physical landscape is the obvious stuff that you can see, but the culture, I think, is the really extraordinary part.
Chattanooga's secret sauce is collaboration. And a lot of communities can say that. We are absolutely a living embodiment of it.
It is the one rule of the city, collaboration over everything else.
Cross-sector collaboration is something that Chattanooga's been kind of famous for, honestly, in philanthropic and academic circles for quite some time.
And that's how we get things done here. We learned to do it because the city was in crisis and it was dying back in the 1980s. So we had to come together and to create a bold vision for ourselves.
We are these sort of underdogs in that we kind of pulled off the impossible many times. From going from dirtiest city in America to soon to be a national park city, one of the cleanest cities, to building the world's fastest internet, to doing all these things that punch way above our weight.
Chat Taste is built around what I call the ABCs of Chattanooga. One is the art scene, our murals, our galleries, our statues, and if you notice, they're all perfectly preserved. There's so much appreciation for public art in our city. B's beauty. You go on the mountaintop, Signal Mountain, Lookout Mountain, and then see the culture. From a cuisine standpoint, our Guatemalan restaurants, our Mexican restaurants, our Italian cuisine, our Mediterranean scene is incredible here because we haven't been forced to subscribe to one particular style of food.
We've just launched the Chattanooga Future Fund, which is very exciting, and that is a college and career savings account for every kindergartner and every middle school student in our district. And it's been really fun to see business and philanthropy and government and a host of charitable folks come together to seed that fund.
There's a sense of cognitive kind of dissonance when they hear that Chattanooga has the first commercially available quantum network, or has the fastest internet infrastructure it has for 15 years now, or has the most advanced smart grid energy distribution system. Say, what, Chattanooga? So we got to keep telling the story.
We're big enough to matter, but still small enough to get things done and to innovate.
The way we support Chattanooga local businesses is very similar to the way the river cradles the city. Like, we want to see our businesses, our local businesses thrive, and we're not afraid to put those resources towards it.
I've found just when you go to some of the other markets on the coast, everybody is competing and looking at each other and what are they doing and what are they doing. And Chattanooga was a place where I was able to really live in a peaceful place, surrounded by nature and good people, and just continue to ask, like, what do I care about?
We really leaned into our quality of life as our greatest asset. And we've seen a lot of people, a lot of really talented people come to Chattanooga who also see the potential, who also, saw both the physical beauty and the really friendly nature of our culture, and also fell in love with the city.
I think that without that willingness for people to stand up, be counted, put their shoulder to the wheel, to do something that they're passionate about, we wouldn't be the place that we are today.
The secret sauce is wildly talented people willing to collaborate and who believe that crazy things are possible. I think some crazy things are about to happen here in Chattanooga. Keep an eye on us.
I think the secret sauce of Fargo is the spirit of creativity, of wonder.
It's a town where you can make something happen. If you're a creative, a maker, an entrepreneur, you're one conversation away from someone who might be able to help an idea come to reality.
The secret sauce of Fargo is the creativity and ingenuity of the people who are here and who are coming here and making cool things happen that they want to see, and how they support and try to grow the city that they want to live in.
people in Fargo are hardworking. They're focused on the community, and you will see a level of community good above personal interest everywhere you go in Fargo.
What I love about people in this region is they don't answer the question who, they answer the question me. I can solve the problem. My school needs this, well we should do that, or we want to do this, well I can contribute to that.
People sometimes associate ruralness with lack of progress, which just isn't the case. We have some of the premier healthcare systems for serving rural communities. We have some of the premier educational systems serving rural communities. Microsoft's second largest campus outside of Redmond, Washington is here.
We have a convergence of three things coming together: agriculture, energy, and technology. We are the first to innovate the Bobcat, the skid steer loader, Steiger tractor. All these great companies were born in this area.
We really are very proud to talk about our advanced care in our bone marrow transplant program, which is just under 3 years old, amongst many other peds subspecialties, to really provide that care for our families and our children in our backyard and across our states.
We're fortunate to have 3 major universities, 3 minor universities, 30,000 college students. We have 2 major healthcare providers. We have major industry in agriculture. We have major industry in steel and mechanical and industrial. We have a symphony and opera.
Our downtown has gotten like dramatically cooler and more of a place where you just want to hang out. And that is because of our park district and places like Folkways activating like a main square to actually exist and for people to gather in and to have free events that are family friendly.
Fargo has a tendency to wrap its arms around its community and specifically its youth, and it's something that I'm really grateful for.
The first settlers that came here, they had to depend on their neighbors. And I think that pioneering experience still continues today.
Part of the secret sauce too is that we're forced to be more creative in Fargo, whether it's because we lack the normal geographical things that people love living in the city and typically, and our winters are really harsh. All of that kind of forces us to be more creative in our connections and relationships, how we see each other in the wintertime.
I think there's something about the cold winters here that really push and create culture. It almost creates this sort of artistic space where you're at home, where you have a bit of seclusion, you have an on-season and an off-season, where we see writers and musicians and painters coming out of that space.
It really is about the people. The people are kind, the people are hardworking, and really look out for each other and each other within the community.
I'm not going to wait for someone else to shape the place that I want to live, and so we can make it happen ourselves.
We don't want to be the next Austin, Texas, or the next Silicon Valley. We want to be the first Fargo, a unique, interesting place filled with misfits and creativity, where people can experiment and be accepted, and ultimately increase the sense of belonging for each and every person.
The secret sauce of Wichita is its entrepreneurial spirit, its legacy of aviation, its innovation, its passion, and its drive to become the very best it can be.
There's this entrepreneurial spirit that I think is born from the value system. When you combine those values like humility and integrity and work ethic, and you have that kind of farm team approach, you have a better chance of succeeding.
People in this town, they're not strangers to success. Pizza Hut came from here, Coke industry. We have Cessna, we have Boeing.
The air capital of the world is Wichita, Kansas, but for me, air actually stands for something. It's our aviation, innovation, and research.
It goes back to the 1920s, you know, when Beechcraft and Cessna were started. It goes back to Stearman and the very first plane that was built that was right here.
Just within the last year, we broke ground on a whole new biomedical campus that's in the core of our district. That one building will generate 3,000 medical students, 200 faculty and staff, 1,600 jobs.
There's areas that I'm very excited about for Wichita. One of those is education. The Phillips Learning Center, which is one of the nation's leading schools around dyslexia. We have that right here in Wichita.
We have such a culturally diverse community, a strong Mexican, Lebanese, and even Vietnamese culture right here in Wichita. I am so proud of the cultural diversity of our city because it makes for great quality of life, but also a very vibrant food scene.
It's such an honor to have to be a semifinalist in the James Beard Award. It's every chef's dream. There is a lot of young chefs here in this town. It's something I'm proud of and the whole city proud of.
You have an Interest Bank Arena, which is bringing in talent, not only from North America. We just recently had the men's NCAA first round here, where thousands of people were on the ground walking our streets.
The thing that sets Wichita State University and WSU Tech apart from educational institutions across the nation is that we are disruptive innovators. If you're a business coming into Wichita and we don't have what you need, we're gonna build it. And we're gonna build it right with you.
The Keeper of the Plains keeps a watchful eye over the city of Wichita. He stands in the middle between the Little and the Big Arkansas River, and that's really because he is there to be a connector. And it's a reminder of our history with the Native American culture, but it also reminds us that he is welcoming people into the community.
People, they root for the underdog. They help with no condition, and they don't care if you're rich or poor, or how light or how dark is your skin. This is a pure people living in this town. And I love everything about my town. And I owe it to the city. I really do.
There's just at the core of who we are as a community to say, let's go after these great big things. Let's not be inhibited by this, and then let's follow up with the investment.
You can't help but want to be a part of this. It's passion, it's excitement, it's forward thinking, it's moving ahead.
I've spent a lot of time on the coast in New York and Boston and technology hubs like Silicon Valley, but the center of the country is where stuff is made.
We have no mountains or oceans, but what makes Wichita special is its people. They're the people who build the planes that fly over the Heartland. And these are the people that make Wichita so special.
Come be part of the ride. Be a Wichitan. Be a Kansan. There's no better place.